Oh my gosh, I spoke too soon.
Correct.
Kingston and St. Andrew communities under surveillance, they say, Sim.
Not just Kingston and St. Andrew though, but yes. Yesterday the PM had an online press briefing. He's announced a list of Kingston and St. Andrew communities under surveillance due to COVID-19 spread, not epidemiologically linked. Said we're also monitoring communities in Kingston and St. Andrew where we're seeing a number of active cases emerging. Here are those areas in case you did not hear them. Duane Park, Patrick Gardens, Pembroke Hall, Corville Gardens, New Haven, the Halfway Tree area.
That's right.
The Halfway Tree
it would
area.
Be Halfway Tree.
You know a big Halfway Tree? Okay.
You know Big Duane Park and Patrick Gardens and Pembroke Hall and Corville is?
Hughenden, Arlene Gardens, Malines Gardens, State Gardens, Zadie Gardens, Constant Spring, Barbican, Meadowbrook, Havendale, Delacree Park, Olympic Gardens, and Waltham Gardens.
In other words, from your come off a Mandela Highway, just everywhere come all the way up to.
And Halfway Tree as a whole, that so many people pass through on a daily basis.
That's why I say it would be Halfway Tree.
No, he's saying that he's not saying that these communities are overrun with cases. He's saying they are seeing evidence of cases in these areas which have the potential to become something if people do not take the protocols.
But also, if they're not epidemiologically linked, they don't know where it's coming from.
That is a community spread.
Well, they have to assume community spread because they don't know where it come from. Which means somebody just probably not give information when they're supposed to give it. So again, as we've been saying all this time, if you're going to be in public, wear your mask.
Did they further quarantine
I think they put curfew.
Extended?
They've extended a curfew in St.
I want
Thomas.
to share.
So, guys, he says, we have to say it again. We're not hearing it enough. No social distancing. Wash your hands. Sanitize. Wear your mask. How much time are we going to say the same things? Over and over and over.
Last night I left here after the show and I was going home. And I turned on to Chelsea. And I couldn't really drive.
Because of people?
Traffic on both sides. Not traffic, cars parked on both sides of Chelsea, leading all the way up, snaking around the corners, with droves of people walking down, maskless, right? In their friend groups going to, I'm not sure where the event was or what was happening. And my mouth was on the jaw drop of grung. I couldn't believe it was the same day that we had heard this grim prognosis of what was going on with these 89 cases in total over the last 3 weeks in St. Thomas and what's happening with the rest of Jamaica. And it's like nobody...
It's not resonating. There are some people who still don't believe that's something named COVID. And I don't know how to wrap my mind around that.
Don't believe that's something named so? Like, is that a joke?
I don't know what they think, but I know people who have had persons who have died from COVID. People who have been ill from COVID. So to me, it's not a joke because I've seen the reality of COVID, so I don't know. And as you said, Simone, St. Thomas and Clarendon quarantined until September 2. So that's been done. They said Bamboo River, Church Corner, and Lower Summit have registered 45 of 89 COVID cases in St. Thomas since the quarantine. So I'm going to assume that that's when the testing result came back because couldn't quarantine and then they're gone out.
And there are more cases to come back.
Yeah, so St. Thomas has been adjusted 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. from the 11 p.m. So they go in earlier. The rest of the country is still under curfew, by the way, at 11 a.m. For those who were not aware that the rest of the country, 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. I don't think some of us remember. They said 22 residents of Sandy Bay have tested positive. So let's see.
I mean, we had the health minister say yesterday that they have to be watching the situation daily to see what's going to happen with schools. Because at this rate, how do you open a school in September? With what is going on?
And parents need to know because, as someone pointed out, Teachers need to know too, because
Okay.
the teachers have been in cleaning classrooms, making preparations, and someone said then after all the cleaning happens and so on, are the schools going to be used as election centers? And if the schools are used for election centers, then who's going to come back in afterwards to re-clean the
Sanitize
school
them
after
again.
the school is done? Sanitize for opening. So they may have people, I don't know. I'm just asking the questions. Asking for a friend.
Valid.
Yeah.
I can be the friend.
Asking
I'll
for
be
a
the
friend.